Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you from Bessemer, Pennsylvania, Mohawk Warriors Stadium, where tonight our Elwood City Wolverines have traveled to Mohawk to take on the Mohawk Warriors. Elwood City coming in with a record of 0-7, taking on Mohawk tonight with a record of 4-5 and 3-3 in conference play. A lot of festivities going on here at Mohawk tonight. A senior night. They recognized some of the alumni in the past, so we're just kind of getting set up here. Thad Sturgeon, alongside my good friend Brad Windhorst. Brad, nice night for football. Seems like the rains have held off, and we're coming out of the field for the coin toss.
I see you kept that pretty darn short.
I did.
We'll keep it at that.
We'll keep it at that. So, but we are.
And they are doing I don't want to say commemorative coin toss here, but they have the Mohawk Warriors from 75? 71. 1971.
71. That's a little older than me.
Yeah, so at the coin toss there.
Oh, that's very nice that they do that here this evening. So, but, hey, we do have the Elwood City just a few minutes away here from kickoff.
Yep.
And yeah, it's no secret this season not going the way you want it to, sitting there at 0-7. They have the distinction right now of having the longest losing streak in the WPIAL at 24 games. I don't like to talk about it, but it is what it is. And we're hoping that could turn the page here tonight. Mohawk, a team coming in. They've probably have exceeded expectations from if we were to sit here 8 weeks ago at the start of the season. They had a very, very big win against a very good Neshannock team back a couple weeks ago, and have kind of just played along. And they're gonna with a win here tonight, they find themselves into the playoffs.
Yeah, they know exactly what they need to do. They win, they're in. If they lose, then it kind of goes a little bit out the door, shall we say? But. Yeah, I mean, your expectations here are do your job here at home.
Well, and that's the thing with Mohawk. They don't have to rely on anybody else.
No,
if they win tonight, they find themselves into the playoffs. And a team that, Mohawk had some tough years.
Yep.
And then, was it 2 years ago, they found themselves into the playoffs. They won the section.
Yep.
Actually. And so a nice night for a football. Not a big crowd as we look across the way there for Elwood City. And I think the rain's scaring some people off. So we certainly do appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight.
Yep. I want to say that Elwood City, I believe, won the coin toss and deferred.
Okay.
So I want to say Mohawk will be receiving. A couple things here. We'll just make a note of it real quick. It shouldn't be an issue. We did a test on the internet. If by chance our internet connection does by chance fall out, just keep refreshing the page. Do not go to a different page or whatever. Just refresh the link and hopefully it'll chime in. So far we look pretty good, so there's that. Yeah, so Elwood did win the coin toss. They did defer, so Mohawk Warriors will receive in the first half.
So just minutes away here from kickoff. As we saw, this will be the final game for Elwood City tonight. So we do appreciate everyone tuning in to take a listen to the game this evening. And
not only the last game for the Elwood City football team, but also our last broadcast of fall sports.
Yes, it is. Those have pretty much wrapped up. There
will be only one event left. And that is next Saturday, cross country, because Joel Brooks, and we're going to talk about this throughout the entire broadcast. We're going to talk about all fall sports. Joel Brooks and Colton Kreiser both qualified for PIAA cross country. They will be going to Harrisburg for states next Saturday. So we'll have all that information and some coverage. I know head coach Mark Hall has been – I mean, you want to talk about a feel-good story there. 16-0 last year, 10-0 this year, 26 in a row. That's awesome.
Fantastic. And since we're standing in Mohawk's press box, we have to talk about their cross-country team as well. Their girls had a fantastic season as well. They'll be representing Western Pennsylvania well at Harrisburg as well. So to kick off will be Declan Gray.
Declan's they kind of flip-flop the kickoff duties there with Magnifico, with Magnifico being
Magnifico, the starting quarterback and kicker, is sidelined here last week and this week. So here's the run-up and the kick. Squib that kick down there, taken there at about the 22-yard line, full set of steam ahead. Up to that left side he goes. He's up crossing midfield. He's to 50, 45, 40. One man to beat. Declan Gray finally gets him out of bounds all the way down to 30-yard line. Did you see the number of that runner, Brad? Because he ran a long way.
Number 2.
Number 2, A.J. Carnucci. So great. That's not the way Ellwood wanted to start this game off. So going to start off with the about a 58-yard kickoff return.
Yeah, numbers are going to be really tough because the Mohawk Warriors got the black jerseys with the red and an outlined white.
And it's going to take about 3 plays, and they're going to be pretty muddy. Got a couple of spots on this field here that, with all the rain we've gotten here in the last 24, 36 hours, making it kind of tough. But talk about the offense here. In the shotgun for is number 12. He hands off. Nice hit there. Carter Lutz, the senior, comes up, puts a lick on number 5, Joe Reed. Really no gain on that play. The starting quarterback for Mohawk is Voss. Voss, he's 84 for 154 yards this season, thrown 10 TDs, touchdown passes for 1,120 yards. You'll probably find ourselves more impressed with the passing game than the running game here tonight. Voss throws it out there. Got his man, makes a man miss. Another man, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, the 5, jukes and jives, taken down there finally by Carter Lutz at the 3-yard line. That's a pickup of 26 yards. Voss to number
15.
Number 15, Voss to Mark Conti. Mark Conti, he is the leading receiver on this Warrior team with 24. Conti is averaging 19.3 yards of reception, and he just added on to it there with that 26-yard. So they mark the ball at the 4-yard line. Mohawk wasting no time. 2 plays. They've gone about 26 yards, and they are threatening. Tight formation here. Voss handoff up the middle. And not much running room there. Looks like number 72, Big Ben Bobbert, comes off the bottom of the pile. About a 1-yard gain. Going to be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. On this 2nd and 3, Voss, or that's number 15 this time, rolls out to the left. He finds his way into the end zone. Mark Conti, direct snap, finds his way for the 3-yard touchdown run. That's a touchdown for the Mohawk Warriors. Minute and 50 seconds on that drive, Brad. With only 10-10 remaining in this first quarter, the Warriors find themselves on top, 6-0, extra point forthcoming.
Just your bread and butter there in the end zone. Just hand it off, little counter trap.
Counter, and around and it goes.
So it looks like
going to get
I want to say number 42.
Number 42, yes. Josh Wilkins. Waits the snap, little high snap, but he gets it down, and the kick is going to be low.
Number 5 blocked it.
I think Zach Gatto Sr. gets in there to block. That makes the score 6-0 here. Mohawk there wasted no time, going 30 yards, 3-play drive for the touchdown. The Warriors, head coached by Tim McCutcheon. His assistants are Mike Burkett, Bob Clark, Frank Conti, Jack Luther, Mike Perrone, Tyler Perrone, Todd Radzaminski, Richard Robb. So principal is Bradley Meehan. He had a son that graduated in Elwood City School District last year.
Folks, while I have this time, if you want to catch this broadcast as well as any of the replays from this year, all the way back to game number 1, check it out on www.ecwolverines.com or on our YouTube page. Type in Elwood City Wolverines. Search there. Subscribe to us. We got over 1,000 subscribers. That opens up a little things here and there. And, yeah, for sure, we'll be doing the winter sports. I know there's some anticipation there for that basketball group there, shall we say.
And we'll talk about a pretty special night coming up for basketball here in a second. Dante Pierce and Gatto back to receive. High end-over-end kick taken there by freshman Pierce at the 7-yard line. Up the middle he comes. Got a little head of steam. Dragged down from behind, but a nice return there out to the 30-yard line of 24 yards there for number 26, Dante Pierce. Voss was on the tackle. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 now for the Wolverines at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the 31-ish.
31, they'll call it.
If you're watching this game,
under center.
I mean, it is mud 101 already.
In the shotgun is Gatto on the direct snap. Up the middle he goes. Picks up positive yards, slides his way forward to about the 36-yard line. So pick up a 5 there for senior Gatto. Or no, wait, I beg your pardon. That was Peyton O'Brien.
So number 9.
Number 9, O'Brien on there.
And I believe number 70 was on the tackle.
Yep, number 70.
Stuart Ruby.
Is Stuart Ruby. So actually they gave him 4 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. So O'Brien again in the shotgun on the keeper. Bottled up there that time.
Yeah,
Mohawk was ready for that one. Tackled by a host of Mohawk Warriors.
Primary was, whoever's right there. Number 50?
55, I think.
55? Hold on, wait. No.
One of our spotters.
60, I want to say.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It's so hard.
It is hard. I'm having a terrible time getting these numbers. Irregardless, no gain on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Wolverines. So coming up to the line is the Wolverines. Sends Hobel in motion. Looks to his right. Throws it out there a little bit high and almost intercepted. Incomplete. Number 15 for Mark Conti. Almost got his hands on the tip drill. But ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 4th down and 6. Ball at the 36-yard line. Back punting is Declan Gray, freshman Declan Gray. He awaits the snap. We don't have a play clock, do we? No.
Nope.
Good snap to Declan. Nice punt there by Declan. Going to take an Elwood City bounce. Going to go out of bounds there at about the 32-yard line. So, or 27. I'm sorry. Thank you. So what was that, about 52-yard punt?
38. Your math is off a little bit this
I'm
week.
off tonight.
Okay.
I'm off tonight. Yeah.
You're off this week.
I'm off.
It's okay. We had to move a couple times.
Yeah, we did. But we are broadcasting. We do appreciate you being here with us tonight to watch the game. And 8:20 remaining. Mohawk Warriors starting from their 27, their second drive of the game. Voss, there's a handoff.
Oh.
Hit, spun back around, making something out. Another number 2 around that left side. Picked up of 2. He took a heavy hit there by, I think it was Anthony Baird, the senior, kind of knocked him back, didn't get him wrapped up. So he picked up about a yard. Anthony Baird, number 63. No, that wasn't. I'm not sure who it was. I missed the tackle.
I want to say it was number 6 because Gavin Partridge is on the far side.
Yeah, Gavin Partridge. We'll give him credit for it. Okay, gain of 1 on that play. Voss in the shotgun. RPO here, going to go deep down the field. He's wide open, and he missed it. Misjudged it. Did number 15, Mark Conti, and he had nobody within about 20 yards of him. His defender slipped, and that's we're going to see that a lot tonight, Brad.
Yep.
That field is a nice rink out there, just pretty muddy and slippery. And
I know when we came in right off the bat, with nobody on the field between the 30s and the end zones, it is mud 101.
Yes, it is. So incomplete pass stops the clock, brings up a 3rd and 9. And don't be surprised if we don't see Mohawk run that play again here before the night's over. Voss in a shotgun. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 far left. Voss got time. Throws it down the middle of the field. Overshoots Conti. Ball falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down for Mohawk. So a nice defensive stop here for the Wolverines, Brad. They came out Mohawk in that first drive, 3 plays, 30 yards, gets a touchdown. Then they come back into here and get a stop here this time.
And I think what we're going to see is a lot of adjustments there with the passing game. I think you're going to see a lot of short passes, let them run, because I think with this field, you're going to see a lot more running per se than a lot of yak.
You hear a lot of people talk about at any level, it's easier in a muddy field to be on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes.
So there's the punt, back to receive, and wasn't a real good punt, but it took a Mohawk bounce down to the 43-yard line. So 1st and 10, Elwood City from the 43-yard line. That punt covered how many yards, Brad?
30 yards.
I'm just checking you. I was going to say 29 and a half. So I'm not.
It's been a while since we've had the ball at 43. Some good field position.
Yeah, nice place for Elwood City to start
that was
to
a
drive.
very good stop on 3rd down.
Right.
Kind of helped
so
with the passing.
O'Brien, the senior, coming out in this 2nd series, going to be at quarterback once again. So switching things up, here's Wolverines.
Looks like we had a flag, a false start.
I think we got a false start here by Elwood City, going to push them back 5 yards. So out there on the line for the Wolverines, we got number 55, Maddox Singer. He's a freshman starting on that line. Number 63, Anthony Baird's out there. Number 60, Donovan Stifler. I think Big Ben Bobbert, number 72, is out there on that line. I'm missing one, Brad. Anyway.
Yep.
One wide out to the right, one to the left. Brian slipped a little bit, but he tries to make it one. Nice.
That was a good safety tackle there.
Yeah, the safety coming up there.
Oh, these numbers are so hard. I see a 1 and a 1. Is it 1? Is it 11?
I think.
I want to say it's number 11.
So no, I don't think so.
No, it's number 15. Anyway, number 15. Yep, number 15.
Pickup of 1 on the play, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 14 for the Wolverines. Ball now resting on the 38-yard line.
Note to self, next year, something to upgrade on? Binoculars.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do that. 2nd and 14. O'Brien looks like pitch loses the ball, fumble. Who gets on it?
I want to say Mohawk.
I think Mohawk got on it. And I really, Peyton just got surprised there. He had an arm come in from behind.
Wow, they're going to say a pass.
What?
Wow,
incomplete pass.
Woo.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to say incomplete pass. Wow.
Hey, if you're an Elwood City fan, you'll take it. But in a press box full of Mohawk Warriors, they're shaking their heads. and maybe rightfully so. But maybe the arm was going forward.
It's so tough. It's so tough. We do know that the ball did go forward. At least
yes, yeah, it did. True. That was. So that incomplete pass makes it 3rd and 14. O'Brien in the shotgun. Gets a snap. He's going to try running forward, and he spins out. You know, that's something we're going to have to really watch. He did get some positive yards on the play, but, just kind of, I call it, stepped in that bucket.
Yep.
And just could not get that first surge and step there.
Yep.
Probably the muddiest spot on the field is around these 35-yard lines.
He picked up 4 on that play.
So give him 4 on the play. Going to bring up a 4th and 10. 6 minutes remaining. And punt formation for the Wolverines. Declan Gray to punt. Is that Voss back there?
Yes, one of them is Voss. Number 2, or Canucci, and number 15.
Almost got blocked. Wow. Yeah, Declan did the right thing there. Just get the ball out of there. Not the greatest punt, but it was not blocked. Just missed it. So
back to receive on kickoff or punt returns are number 15 and number 2.
Okay, missed that.
Unless they change.
Okay.
Unless they change.
Okay.
So Conti and Carnucci.
Okay.
Perfect. The CC group.
Yep.
Makes life easier. So that was about a 19-yard punt. Granted,
okay. I'll take that in the block because the guy off that left side edge came in there.
He was there.
Pretty much unblocked. So 3rd possession here for Mohawk. Scored in the first one. Didn't get much activity on the second one. Voss in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Straight up the middle, but throws it out there, makes the first man miss. Stiff arm around that side, and a nice catch and run there, them yak yards for number 2, Carnucci. A.J. Carnucci does not quite get enough for the first down, it appears. I think it was Carter Lutz on the safety blitz coming up the middle that forced Voss to throw it to the outlet to the right and not let the ball get thrown downfield. And nice run in there for Carnucci. He's the second leading receiver on the team.
Keeper.
Hand off there to number 15, Carnucci, around that left side. He's got blocking downfield. Great block down there, all the way down to the 35-yard line. Going to be enough for a first down. Number 33, Luciano Gagrick with the tackle.
And that was number 15, Conti.
Conti with the run, the direct snap. We've seen that a couple times tonight. So 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line for the Mohawk Warriors. There's a snap to Conti again. Tries the right side this time. Not as much there. Carter Lutz with the tackle. So going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. For Mohawk in Wolverine territory at the 33-yard line. Snap. Oh, holds it and pulls it out. Talk about an RPO. So that was like Voss, like fake the handoff, and they both stopped and held the ball, just kind of waiting to see what happens. Voss trying to throw the ball downfield. I think that was to Conti. Conti. I'm sorry. Conti.
And you know what was going to...
Okay.
Conti.
All right.
It used to be Conti, now it's Conti. We'll take it.
Okay. Brings up a 3rd down and 8. Voss back to pass. He's got time. Slings her down there. Oh, ball's dropped. That would have been enough for a first down, but the ball falls out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Number 11 was the receiver.
Aiden Sample. So folks, tonight we're kind of tight here in the press box. We appreciate Mohawk letting us in here tonight. So we kind of all feed off each other here as we're talking tonight. So if you hear some background, they're just people trying to help us. So we appreciate that. And got Newcastle News. What's your name again, buddy?
Cody Paz.
Cody Paz from Newcastle News here. Pattison. Okay. Here, punting now for the Wolverine, or for Mohawk. Stands at his 50. Back is Gatto. High hang timing type of kick. Oh, out of bounds. Not going to get much distance out of that one. And he marks him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So my math gives you that about an 8-yard punt. Went higher than it did in length, but unfortunately went off the side of the foot out of bounds. And, we didn't really get much pregame. The conditions tonight can lend themselves to them goofy type of plays.
Yes.
Where, you have some fumbles. You have to, we saw it on Mohawk's one drive, our defensive back falls down. This is perfect situations for that. I think the key for the winning team is going to be to capitalize on those.
Yes, and I still believe it's going to switch to running on both sides no matter what. Or, again,
right.
yak.
Yep. There's O'Brien. He's going to try that right side, trying to string it out there. And he just got – if O'Brien just can get one more block out that outside edge, he can make something happen big. On that play, going to pick up about a yard. Brought down by number 7, Lucas Kreis. So going to give O'Brien 2 yards on that run. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. Oh, that was Kuhn on the tackle.
Kuhn.
Yep. We'll have all the halftime stats and updates for you. There's a handoff there to O'Brien and rolls his way forward It's about the 30-yard line, scrumping for every yard there. Going to pick up about 3. Brought down by a host of Mohawk Warriors. So on this, be 3rd and 5 now for the Wolverines. Wolverines, hate to say this, Brad, but they're still looking for their first down, I do believe.
Yep. A little update on that new Brighton Freedom game. From what I'm seeing, first quarter still 0-0. So early in that one, just like what we are here.
No, we're not.
Well,
early
first.
Okay,
least.
I got you now. Okay, back to passes. Declan Gray throws it up over the head of Gatto. Ball's going to go incomplete. So going to bring by 4th down and 5 for the Wolverines.
I just feel like everything's going to be run or some kind of quick pass. It's got to be short. I think it's got to be like the tight end where you just turn, maybe just a little dart.
Yep. But I still, we saw Voss play last year and kind of got us by surprise. Yeah. Mohawk was our first game last year, and he really came out there and played a great game. And you see his stats. He's thrown for over 1,100 yards so far this season, and he's a second leading rusher on the team.
So there's Carducci and Conti back to return.
Takes a nice Elwood City bounce
stays inbounds
all the way down to the 30-yard line. So that's a 40-yard punt by Declan Gray. So that'll be Mohawk Warrior ball, leading the contest 6-0, just under 2 minutes remaining. So it was a busy week in sports. Last weekend, of course, the Penn State debacle. We don't really want to talk about that, but we have to. It was one of the most boring games you'll ever watch in your life, with nine overtimes. And then, of course, Clemson came to town and took on Pitt, and that was like Pitt's national championship game when they beat Clemson. So anyway, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Voss goes back to pass. He's looking, under pressure, taken down there all the way back at the 18-yard line by the Wolverines. Sackmaster back there. That's Aaron Hobel was back there. Who else? Was that Stifley back there? Baird was back there.
Yep.
Voss just could not find anyone to throw to down the field. Huge loss of 11 on the play. Going to bring down up a 2nd and 21. Are you on to Kenny Pickett for Heisman?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's Pitt.
You beat Clemson.
They'll miss something up here.
You beat Clemson. 2-loss Clemson. It's not Clemson that we were used to.
Okay, there we go. Voss throws it out there. Boy, they're just not catching the balls. He's getting some stuff.
That's the pass that I'm waiting for.
Yep.
You catch that. He's got yardage on that.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He would have got a lot of that back. But ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd and 21 for Mohawk. And it'd be nice for the Wolverines defense here to get a stop. They could really help their field position out by doing this. Getting a stop here. So ball is marked at the 20-yard line. Voss. He goes back to pass. Up the middle comes O'Brien, but he gets it away and throws it out there. Great coverage. Gavin Partridge out there covering one, and Junior Mariacker had great blanket coverage and just nowhere for them to go to with that ball.
That's what they usually call like a wheel route, where the running back comes out of the end,
backfield, and rolls out. Credit the defensive backs for Elwood to recognize that.
Yep.
So Gatto back to receive the punt. He stands right at midfield. There's the snap. There's the driving kick. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
So Gatto tries to pick up the ball and gets smothered immediately.
He gets a yard indirectly out of it. But
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you got a little bit of that. It's senior night. This is my last game. Let's do something fun. But anyway, great field position for the Wolverines.
Yep.
We've not said this many times this season, but they're starting in the opponent's territory. So at the 44-yard line, the Wolverines will start on this. Wolverines now. O'Brien still in that shotgun in there, quarterback. Awaits the snap. Gets the boys rolling out to the right. Tries that option to Gatto. And, pancake. He lost the ball.
They're going to say
he was down. Okay.
Down.
I just hope he gets up. He took a licking.
Wow.
Did Gatto for a loss of about 4 yards. I like how the play developed, but there was not a block there. And loss of about 3. I missed who the hit was, who was from Mohawk, but they hit him with authority. Something to keep an eye on, Brad. Big Ben Bobbert out there seemed to be a little gimpy on that one leg. So still in the game, but he is not moving real fast. So O'Brien this time in the shotgun after the loss. 10 seconds remaining. I think they'll get this play off. Maybe they're just going to wait.
Nope, they're going to call flag. I wonder if it was maybe an illegal snap infraction there. Yeah, if you just saw.
Is that what? Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Snap infraction.
Yep. So I missed who is starting at center. Was that Stifler? I don't think it was.
I don't think so.
Was it Baird? That's.
And 3, 2.
Yep, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter with the Mohawk Warriors leading 6-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, as we start this second quarter. It's going to be Elwood City ball. They are 2nd and 18 after the that was nice. There's a handoff up, or direct snap there to O'Brien. Picked up about up to the 47. He got the penalty yards back, so it's going to be now about a 3rd and 14. I guess he didn't gain as much as maybe I thought he did.
And we do have an update in that Freedom New Brighton game. It's 6-0 New Brighton for those who are keeping track of that potential playoff spot. So 6-0 New Brighton.
Please get your 50-50 tickets over by the east entrance to the field.
If you need something done, you better get it now.
So, 3rd and 14 here, the Wolverines. O'Brien around the keeper on the left side.
Gets a
little bit, couple blocks, a lot of bodies flying. You're going to get about 5 yards on the play. Needed 14, but only got 5. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. So punt formation now for the Wolverines.
One of the stats that we're going to have to definitely keep at halftime is the number of punts. Holy
smokes. It's
both
been
sides,
a lot of punts. Other
than that first drive, it's been all punts.
The first drive, it's been all punts. There's Gray with the kick. High kick.
Let it roll.
Going to fall there.
Whoa.
Get on that. Oh.
I wouldn't doubt that may have hit somebody's leg.
Yeah, I think it did. It's so muddy it almost just died there. But irregardless, Mohawk gets the ball at the 25-yard line.
About 20 yards on that kick.
About 20 yards on that kick. So it's been 2 years since we've been here at Mohawk. And if you remember, Brad, there's an older gentleman here that was the announcer, Ed Weber.
Yep.
And I don't know how old Ed is, but He's seen many moons there last time we were here, and he was always a lot of fun. And unfortunately, his voice wasn't able to do this anymore. But Ed, if you're listening, was looking forward to seeing you tonight. There's a nice tackle there underneath. I think that was Big Ben Bobbert to slow him down. Ben Bobbert on the tackle.
It's a Carnucci number 2
Carnucci
on the carry.
number 2 on the carry.
I think he picked up like 2 on the play. Yep. And the tackle by 72.
Yep.
Benjamin Bobbert.
Second down and 8. So on this second and 8, Voss in the shotgun. 3 wide outs to the left this time. Quick pass out there.
There you go. Screen
to
play.
Conti. Screen up the middle he goes.
There you
Gets
go.
another block. Man falls down. He's at the 45, the 40, 35, 30. He's at the 20,
He got
15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Mohawk Warriors. He went 73 yards on the screen pass. And he just found a seam there. And I thought Gavin Partridge was going to get him, but he slipped there on the grass out there, and Conti was gone. He showed his speed there that time, going straight up through. That makes the score 12-0. 9:31 remaining here in this second quarter. Conti, Brad, he's had 24 receptions coming into the night, 19.3 average. I think that's not his first big touchdown kick.
Right.
There's the kick, and it is
again.
blocked again. I think, was that Gatto in there?
I want to say, coming off that side
He was first
there.
off the edge, so that makes the score 12-0, Mohawk in favor. So the Wolverines had some field position advantage there, and then it just did not work out for them.
Yesterday at the WPIAL
So
championships. Mohawk was led by Sean
we a couple more announcements we want to make here. Want to give a shout out the Thursday night dinners, something that they do every week here, and they've done it for years at Elwood City. And last night it was the Mom Squad, and that Mom Squad consists of Tara Lutz, she's also the secretary for the Boosters. Jessica O'Brien, she's an advisor for the Boosters. And Erin Warner. Erin is the mom of Cade and Logan McClymans. So 3 senior moms making that last dinner for them. And I'm sure it was very, very good. And always appreciate the people that help out with those Thursday night dinners. I know it's something that all the players, any age, enjoy. So thanks to the Mom Squad for getting the dinners there for us last night.
And by the way, we want to send a big shout out to those listening on
107.3.
The Moose.
So we thank Ricky Venezi there at the hometown Elwood City radio station. High end over end kick. Oh, taken there. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good boot there for crying out loud. That ball went a long way.
Yep. That was number 42, Josh Wilkins. Or John, was it John Wilkins or Josh?
See, we're kind of hurting for light here because there's a terrible glare.
Josh Wilkins.
So I'm hoping this flashlight don't drain the battery on the phone so we still have something when this game is over. So Wolverines will be starting at the 20-yard line.
If you're driving through Elwood, definitely listen to WXED 107.3.
Yep.
Some great rock music there. And they also bring in a lot of sports, a lot of different shows. And, hey, they also carry our games.
Yeah, we do appreciate that. And, hey, if you're online listening tonight, check them out during the week and support the businesses that are supporting our hometown radio. There's a handoff, this time to Gatto. Haven't seen him run the ball a lot tonight. He's been the featured back in the past, but he does get a carry there and going to pick up.
Looks like 4.
Going to give him 4 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Also want to say thanks to our engineer, Randy Hudak. He's the one that makes this all happen. A lot of people don't realize the technicality on this is they have to patch into what we're doing. So
right.
I tell you what, awesome dude. Mr. Hudak there for WXED 107.3.
Great. On this 2nd down and 7.
I formation.
Yep, Gray.
Quick hand off the fullback there. Oh,
Yep.
No, the keeper.
On the keeper.
He fooled me.
He fooled everybody except them 3 guys in the black shirts because they were there to meet him for about a 5-yard loss. So I think Was that Carnucci in there, number 2? Or number?
So they're going to say Perry.
Perry. Okay.
Let's see. Number 22, Gino Perry.
So going to be 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line for Elwood City. Elwood City, unfortunately, still looking for their first down of the contest.
And they've had some good field position, just
they
cannot get a
They
run.
just haven't been able to get a playoff more than about 3 or 4 yards.
Right. I have it. Yep, I was going to wait. That took a long time. Sure enough, timeout for the Wolverines.
Timeout for the Wolverines.
Hey, while we have that timeout, let's talk about that. They haven't coined it something. They coined it the Meet the Wolverines. I'm going to coin it the Wolverine Madness.
Okay. Yep. Okay, go ahead, Brad.
So the Wolverine Madness, that's going to be occurring on December 2nd. Thursday at, I believe, 6 p.m.
6 o'clock, I'm trying to find it right now.
I want to say tickets were $1 for students, $3 for adults. And listen, folks, you want to talk about winter sports. Everything. Bocce, basketball, boys and girls, wrestling, all the different middle school levels, high school levels, junior levels, JV levels.
They're doing the band. Cheerleading.
They're going to do the hockey team that's co-sponsored with Wilmington, Wilmington, I believe.
Yes, correct.
So you got a lot of things going on.
So yes, it's really it's a twofold thing. Coach Steve reached out to us today, and we'll be there. We'll be there covering it. We want to promote this. It's really a fundraiser, but it's a fundraiser in sorts, but more just to get everybody in tune for the exciting winter sports. That is Thursday, December 2nd at 6 p.m. I don't know if they're pre-selling tickets. But that gym's going to be full.
I'm assuming the pre-selling. I know we'll be there.
We'll be there and meet all the fall sports. They do something like that at the Pie Festival.
Yep.
And now this year we're flipping it over
it's awesome.
for the winter sports. So
Best idea
so
ever.
excited about this the fall sports. So on this 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Rolls out to his right is O'Brien. He's looking. He got a flag down, and he gets hit hard at the 24-yard line.
Yep.
That was number 70 in there, I think, helping with that. So
Stuart
Ruby.
Yep. And unfortunately, what's going to happen? It's going to be a hold here.
Yeah, but you're almost going to you're on 3rd and 10. You picked up.
Yep. They are going to decline it.
They're going to decline it and put the Wolverines in that punt situation. So going to be 4th and 10. Folks, we'll have all the halftime stats for you here at halftime. We'll let you enjoy the Mohawk Warrior Band and the Pride of Elwood City Blue Band. And Brad will have the halftime stats for you as well as out of town scores. Yeah, Declan Gray back to punt. Waits to snap. Good snap.
Rolling sideways kick out of bounds once again.
Out
Not letting them
bounce. It goes.
Technically
Sits
in
there.
bounds.
so the ball goes out of bounds or dies there at the 49-yard line. So a 24-yard punt there by Gray. Mohawk, pretty good field position. 7:19 left in this contest. And I got to be honest with you, Brad, we've done some games where, boy, you look up and all of a sudden it's halftime. This thing's dragging on.
Yeah.
Just so much punting and not a whole lot of activities going on.
And I know we want to keep that Freedom New Brighton game up to date. It's still 6-0. They're about 4 minutes before halftime. So 6-0 New Brighton still there.
The winner of that game is finding themselves in the playoffs. That is a playoff game tonight.
Yep.
Great. Voss back to pass. You got a flag. A flag. Voss is looking, and ball falls incomplete to number 11, Aiden Sample. But let's wait to see what the flag is, kind of in that holding territory, and it was. And that's a spot foul, and that looked well behind the line of scrimmage. But we'll wait to see what the gentlemen in stripes have to say.
So there you go. There's officially holding against the Warriors.
Yep. Going to replay first down, but that penalty happened at all the way back to about the 42-yard line.
When it's behind the line, it's still only 10. It's only if they advance.
Spot foul. Right.
Spot foul if they advance.
It's all the way back.
No, yeah, I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying now.
You know what I'm saying. I'm not doing a very good job saying it.
No, you're good.
Anyway, it's first and a whole bunch for Mohawk. Ball all the way back at the 31-yard line. Voss back to pass. He's got a man out to the right. Dumps it over top. That's Conti. No, that's not Conti, but hit there and driven out of bounds. Number 2, Carnucci. I believe Carter Lutz was in there for a stop. Mariacker in there as well. So pick up positive yards on the play. Going to bring it out to
like a pickup of 10?
Of 10 on the play.
About 10.
You can bring up a second and, 20. The score 12-0 here. 6:42 remaining on the 2nd and 20. And I think we're going to have a timeout by Mohawk Warriors. Brad, I'm going to do this now. I'll probably do it again. I know we have people that check in and out as the game progresses. But just on behalf of myself, Brad Windhorst, Dakota Marshall, we just thank you so much for listening. As Brad said, this will be our last fall broadcast, and we'll be ramping up again here this winter, but that's a couple weeks away. But we are so honored to do this each and every Friday night and covering the volleyball games. I just come in and talk. Brad Windhorst, he's the brains behind all this, and I just can't thank him enough. Nobody has any idea how much he does to help promote the Elwood City School District, the sports in the school. Of course, Dakota Marshall on the camera, and he filled in on some JV games, and not filled in, he can do it now. He's the resume. The resume's been accepted, and he did a great job, and I cannot thank so many people enough. The boosters were great this year. Brian Partridge and his people that work with him were so good to us. He helps us prepare for the games.
Yep.
And the food and things of that sort. We'll get this play out of the way. I'll say a few more things. That is not Voss back there now. That's
it's going to be keeper by number 15.
Yep, and he weaves his way up the middle. Gets about another 10 yards on that play. That was Conti that time. Conti with the run. I beg your pardon. And, of course, just as many of you know, I had some health issues here several weeks ago, and I just cannot thank enough the support from so many people, the cards, the letters, the text. It's very, very it meant and means so much. I can't thank you enough. 3rd down and 9 here. So Conti is still in there at quarterback. Brings a man in motion. Got 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. There's going to be on the keepers. Conti around that left side. He's got room to run.
Stays on his feet.
On his feet.
Ooh.
Hit hard there by Gavin Partridge. Knocked down at the 30-yard line.
Zach Gatto.
I'm sorry. Zach Gatto. And picked up a bunch on that play of about, 13 or 17 yards.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Big 3rd down conversion there for Mohawk Warriors.
And I don't want to say that. I mean, I don't want to say it too early, but this is kind of like the drive that kind of says, "Hey, we're going to separate ourselves in this game."
And with 5.5 minutes to play, Voss handoff up the middle, and now they're kind of they're starting to open up here for
number 2.
Carnucci on the carry, picking up 5. Usually we say like 4 or 5 yards in a cloud of dust, but tonight it's 4 or 5 yards in a mudslide. But on this 2nd and 5, Voss in a shotgun, 2 wide outs to the right, handoff there again. He's got a hole up the middle, down to the 20-yard line, depending upon the spot. He is going to. Yep, Declan Gray with the stop, but not after. Mohawk Warrior 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Warriors now. 4:37 remaining. So Voss in the shotgun. There's a handoff to the right side this time. Not much running room there as the senior best friends O'Brien and Carter Lutz were in there for the stop. That was number 2, wasn't it, Brent? Yep. Carnucci with the run.
I tell you what, this is something I just saw as well. I'm looking at the numbers on the bench for Mohawk.
Yeah.
This is a decent-sized group.
Yeah.
I'm looking
yeah,
at. I mean, they
that's a
kind
good
of
point,
outnumber
Brad.
the Wolverines
And
on the bench line.
Need to remind, there at one of the timeouts, they recognized the middle school for Mohawk winning the.
We got to see them. Woo,
yeah, they were.
good.
There are some athletes on that team,
Yes.
and those athletes got them the section win here this week over Laurel. Voss, all kind of time, throws
Deep
it down
throw.
there, deep
Got
throw.
him. Oh, just
overshot him. Ball falls incomplete. So
Man, he's got a cannon.
He does, but he.
And there's nothing stopping it. It just goes.
Yeah,
Boom.
he's got that. Is he a pretty good baseball player? Voss, I thought so. He's played pretty good. Remember last year playing baseball, but yeah, he got a cannon on him.
Yeah,
and it looks pretty effortless when he throws.
Yeah. A lot of your Lawrence County teams are going to be playing multi-sports.
Yep, you'll find that. Voss back to pass again. Throws underneath
Wide
there.
open.
Wide open.
Both
Going to
safe.
find his way into the end zone. He goes for the 17-yard touchdown.
Who is that?
I did not get a number. He's
Dakota. See if you can zoom in on the pack there. See if we can get number 12.
No, 12 is Voss.
No, number 12. Who was it? I want to say he's the tall one there. Number 88.
88?
Number 88.
88.
Yep. So I knew it was the tall one. I couldn't tell who exactly, but number 88,
so,
tight end.
That makes the score 18-0, and a little different pattern there that we saw for Mohawk that time, going for the pass, and Voss found him right there in the middle. And that extra point is good. So 3:23 remaining. That makes the score 19-0. Mohawk Warriors. Quick timeout, Brad.
Yep.
Welcome back, folks. Score 19-0 here in favor of the Mohawk Warriors on their senior night. Well, you know, if it's senior night, it's alumni night.
It's a little bit of
I heard that
everything.
Channel 4 Ashley Doherty, yes, is in the house.
A Mohawk alum.
A Mohawk alum, a fellow Wampunian. This kid can kick that, though. Back in the end zone it goes. No return.
That's one of those ones where you almost want them to not have a touchback. Get it at the 2 or 1 yard line, maybe get a tackle in the 10 or something like that. But that was a darn good kick.
Yeah, that's the second one tonight that we've seen go into the end zone.
Folks, update on that Freedom New Brighton score. It is now tied 6-6. When I looked literally 15 minutes ago, there was 4 minutes. There's a minute 39 in the first half still. So they only went down 3 minutes. But
they're getting their money's worth there. That is at New Brighton, isn't it?
That is at New Brighton, 6-all.
So we'll have other scores around the Shannick. Where are they at tonight?
I
had it wwritten down.
Shannick has to pull the upset against Laurel.
Beaver Falls. Laurel.
And Beaver Falls is playing Riverside.
Yeah, and there's probably some historic numbers going for Laurel tonight.
Oh, no doubt.
With McCoy going for
because, he officially broke the record for the school last year.
There's O'Brien around that left side, and churning them legs and pick up of a couple on that play. O'Brien, I like that play. He needs one more on the block.
Yep.
So we have a timeout by
Mohawk. They're
going
to
take a timeout.
They're going to try and stop that clock and try to get this ball back one more time before halftime. Hey, I like the idea.
Yeah, if you're Mohawk, might as well.
Yep.
So on this timeout. So, we got a Powder Puff game coming up.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say something about
that. Is
that
that November 5th? I got to look through my text here. Like I said, we had to move about midstream here, about 15 minutes before we came on the air. And all that fun stuff that we had laid out got thrown in a pile. And it's too dark in here to go through the pile. So, but was that November 5th? November 4th? November 5th. We'll have it.
5th.
I think you're right on a November 5th. So a powder puff game. Also want to give a shout out to our girls volleyball team. They won in the first round of the playoffs and then lost to a number 2 seed, Avonworth. And they hung with them. They lost 3-1, but very proud of our girls volleyball team and what Jenna Ricciuti did with them this year. 2nd and 8, O'Brien in the shotgun. He on the keeper. This time he tries going up the middle and spins his way forward. Still not enough for the first down, but I'm going to give him about 6 on the play, Brad.
Yep. And I believe Mohawk just took their last timeout.
Yep, I think that is there.
Yep, timeout Mohawk.
You sure you don't have one left?
Yep, that was it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So 2 timeouts for Ellwood, no timeouts left for
Yep, and
Mohawk.
they did give him 6 on that play, so that brings up a 3rd and 2.
Come on, cheerleaders, that's for you.
I was going to say, with this song that's playing in the PA system, this is like a rap. This is like when you should be like doing some DJing or some disc something.
I got to know who the I had the headphones on. I don't quite. Oh, yeah, this is, yeah.
This is definitely you.
Yeah,
100%.
this is. Yeah.
Oh, here's
Well, I am not really doing much dancing right now. That old angiogram the other day did not really allow me for much dancing for the next week or so.
An update on that Laurel Neshannock game. It is 14-0 Laurel, minute 39 before halftime.
Okay.
Here's another big one. We talked about Aquippa and how they continue to stride. 35-0 over Newcastle right now.
No kidding. Wow. Mercy, mercy.
Yep.
So on this 3rd and 2, O'Brien on the keeper.
Got
Gets
the outside
first
and
down.
more. And
Yep.
more.
Spins
There
his
you
way
go.
forward.
Now
gets
you're
up
gonna
to
get
about the
into-
40-yard line. So
Yep.
3-minute mark. Elwood City gets their first
First down.
down. So,
That's big because now, I mean, hey, now you want to get moving.
well, if nothing more, you kind of took the ball out of Mohawks, getting
Right.
the ball back here
Right.
with 3 minutes to go. So ball at the 40-yard line. So
I'm loving this song, the Hey Hey song. All I can think of is Hey Hey Fat Albert.
yeah, a bunch of cheerleaders down there, some alumni. Back. There's a direct snap to O'Brien. Going to pick up about 2 or 3 on the play.
O'Brien brought down by Kuhn.
So Kuhn with the tackle.
2nd and 8.
So, but some good friends of mine, the Leggett family. I think there's like 2 generations of Leggett cheerleaders down there. So here's the snap to O'Brien again. Tries the left side this time. Oh, he gets
got into
upended.
that. Number 15,
Wow.
Conti.
Conti got in there and upended him.
Harry Conti on the
And O'Brien
45.
up to the 45. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Just a couple things. At the girls' volleyball game, it was down in Avonworth Wednesday night, and a lot of football players came down to support that. And I was
Yes.
really, really glad to see that.
It's been a while since we've seen student sections that
Yeah,
big.
I mean,
That
the student
was
section,
awesome.
they were into the game. Avonworth was too, and it was good, clean fun.
Yeah.
I was impressed with both schools. I was so happy that we had a nice contingency of our students there.
Yep.
And, hey, that was movement.
I want to say this
on-
may be
Yep.
maybe
Neutral
against
zone
Mohawk.
infraction, it
Yep,
is.
Yep.
So 5 yards.
In a cloud of dust.
Going to be in a mudslide.
In a mudslide.
So it rained a lot. I don't
It
know.
did.
It rained a lot.
Oh, this afternoon, I tell you what, all day in the classroom, I was looking at out that window, And, I mean, every time I looked, rain non-stop.
Yep. It started early morning and kept going. So that's a first down for the Wolverines.
It looks like timeout.
And they had 15 seconds to go off the clock and call timeout. Oh! So
Doesn't make sense, but no. Hey, that's the last game.
Well, you got something going. You know, you got 2 first downs. That's more than you had the whole game. So let's try to. So Mohawk always does here. So they do have a nice sound system. They'll pipe in and use it.
And not only do they have a nice sound system, they actually use it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. You know,
it reminded me of Union at the beginning of the year when we had that music going.
Union.
That's some really good music.
Union was
update,
fun.
Laurel is now up 21-0.
Okay.
Right before halftime on that one. Let me check in on this New Brighton Freedom game. 6-6 still, 40 seconds left before halftime on that one. So, have not gotten the Riverside Beaver Falls score just yet, but we'll have something for sure.
I can predict it.
Can you count past maybe 30, 40?
I think. Well, I think we'll be mercy me in that one too. But you never know. That's why you line up and play them.
Yep.
1st and 10, 48 seconds remaining here for the Wolverines. O'Brien, he's going to look back to pass. He's got a little bit of time. He rolls out to his right.
That was Declan Gray.
Declan Gray, I beg your pardon.
Caught
Throws it to Gatto. Pick up about 6 on the play. Yes, Declan Gray. And another timeout. Gatto with the reception.
Gatto with that reception.
So pick 6 on the play. So Elwood City in Mohawk territory. They have one more timeout remaining.
No, I think they just took it.
Oh, okay.
I think they just took it. So that's the last timeout. So both teams are without timeouts now officially.
The school board says they both have one, but I could be
It was
mistaken.
It was called very last second.
Okay. So
Last but not least, our senior cheerleader, Gina King, captain, also celebrating her 18th birthday today. Angelina Retort, the captain. Madison Chmielewski, Cassidy Lehman, Mackenzie McBride, Maya Monaco, Paige Odell, and Tegan P-Rog, also celebrating her.
So they're announcing the
birthday today.
senior cheerleaders over the PA system. That's what I like about when you're playing neighboring school districts. You know, some of them names you know them, and we saw them. Some of them cheerleaders on the volleyball court here just last week when Mohawk came to Elwood and played. So 2nd and 4. O'Brien up the middle. He got some room, and he falls his way forward. Enough for a first down. Ball now on a 38-yard line. And a hurry-up offense here now for Elwood City with 30 seconds remaining. There's a snap and stop there by O'Brien. Heads-up play there to stop the clock. Trying to get something done here in the waning moments of this first half. Something both teams did tonight that quite impressed me is both teams came out carrying the American flag as they ran onto the field. We saw Mohawk come out onto the field, and I mentioned this before. I mentioned Brian Partridge a little bit ago, the president of the Boosters. He asked the players, "Hey, any of you guys want? Anything you got? What's on your wish list? What would you like to have? Something for the field house? Just what?" Their request was an American flag to carry out in the field. So I love hearing stuff like that, and proud of them boys for wanting to represent. Gray's in the Gray's in the shotgun. Got some time. Throws it deep down there. Got caught there at the 18-yard line.
Number 9, Peyton O'Brien.
Peyton O'Brien. They got to stop to move the sticks. 18 seconds remaining. Clock starts rolling. Dante Pierce, and stopped there by Gray. Heads-up play there by Gray. That's going to be 12 seconds remaining, 2nd and 10. And I tell you what, when they threw the ball down there to O'Brien on that play, Hobel was in the area. But we've seen him do this for a couple years now. O'Brien just going up to that high point and getting the ball.
So 12 seconds here, officially 12.1 if you're looking at the scoreboard.
Yes, 12.1.
Looks like we're going to go with, I want to say, Declan Gray at quarterback here.
Yeah, I believe so.
And you might as well. You're going to let your...
Yeah, let him get the ball down there.
Yep.
You know, and
now you kind of just throw it up. Get two wide receivers close to each other. Maybe get a personal
You got
foul.
Mariacker out there far to the left.
Yep. So you got some size out here.
And Dante Pierce, freshman out there. 2 to the right. Hobel and O'Brien. Pierce comes in. Pierce maybe an extra blocker. Picks the man up, throws it down there. Mariacker makes the catch. That's an Elwood City.
Get down.
Oh, it's not in the end zone. Son of a
nope,
gun.
He's got to get down
5
there
seconds.
quick.
They're going to try to spike it. He's waiting to start the clock, and they're going to get it. Did they get it stopped?
Yep,
yes,
they did.
they
They did.
0.6 seconds on the clock.
Wow.
And
wow. And you know what? We got to say this.
Yeah,
We're going to thank our clock operators here because every coach for Mohawk is looking right over at us, pointing at us. We got to say thank you to our Mohawk Warriors on the clock operator. We're looking right across to the coaches.
In the room beside us, Mohawk just looked, and I thought the clock operator did a fantastic job, quite honestly. So
he's over here laughing.
So we got, there was, it is 0.
Yep, they're going to say 0.
They're going to say 0.
Yep.
And Coach Lamenza, Brad Welsh is going to. Wow.
I did see point
I
something there.
Did too, but I did not think at 5 seconds they were going to have enough time.
Yeah.
And Coach Lamenza can argue this all he wants. Mohawk's heading toward there.
Yep.
So we're going to let you enjoy the bands. That makes our score 19-0 at halftime. Enjoy the halftime show, and we'll be back with some stats and out-of-town scores.
Ray.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band would like to pay tribute to Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, the Foo Fighters. The Blue Band will open with the lead single off the 1997 album, The Color and the Shape. Here is Monkey Wrench. The Blue Band would like to feature the dance line with a hit song off the 2011 album Wasting Light. Here is Walk. The Blue Band would like to conclude our Foo Fighters show with a song off their 2002 album, One by One. Here is All My Life. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. Blue Band is under the direction of Nick Caldwell and Justin Miller. Choreography by Tyler Bacon Westfall and under the field leadership of Senior Riley Odom. And Bill Gilkey, the voice of the Blue Band. Thank you for supporting our Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Band Funk.
Mohawk Warrior Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Jason Zay, auxiliary advisors Mrs. Megan Hunt and Ms. Diana Borowski, and band assistant Mr. Justin Adicott. We are proud to present one more time to our home crowd our halftime program, Paragon, featuring hits from artists with exceptional merit. Opening with Lady Rocker Joan Jett's I Love Rock and Roll, and maybe one of the most famous music videos of all time, Take On Me from A-ha. We will then feature Under Pressure from Queen, the absolute royalty of rock and roll. And then, this show would not be complete without one of the most popular boy band hits, Backstreet Boys' Larger Than Life. Drum majors Griffin Demetrius and Hayden Tucker, is your band ready? Enjoy the excellence of Paragon. Yes, yes he did. Yeah. He is the Mr. Zay.
I was going to say.
He was from Blackhawk, yeah.
Yep, he was from Blackhawk. Hey, I mean... use the strength. When I was in it, I mean, there was 80 people. You're lucky to have 29. They said,
We play,
freedom is always big.
Freedom is not. Freedom is
It
twice.
was, yeah, it was small.
It was only 20
They
people.
were more than they're small.
I used to write the presentation. I used to write the lines. I mean, again, it's like 12 people. He's tough. He's a real Yeah, he turns it up a little bit every year. I've been doing this since my 7th year.
Okay.
With the band. I started in the kids league in 2 Little Leagues. I started running. The kid was graduating. I was running in 3rd grade. About 11 years old. Second in my class. And he's going to be he lost those 2 little the elephant. Ladies and gentlemen, your Mohawk Warrior Marching Band. The Mohawk Warrior Marching Band would like to thank our band boosters, administration, Mohawk Area School Board, faculty, and the entire Mohawk community for your continued support of music education. Have a great evening, and as always, go Warriors! Usually they scream every band. They really support the band.
Right.
All right, folks, welcome back to halftime here. We're about a couple minutes here from starting the 3rd quarter. I have some halftime stats from today's game as well as some out-of-town scores, some stats here. In this one, it's 19-0 Mohawk early. Early on, it was kind of even. The quick early touchdown the very first drive for Mohawk, and since then, kind of nothing until that 2nd quarter. 2 extra scores there makes it 19-0. Offense right now, Mohawk 195 for Elwood 92. Total plays 26 to 25 in favor of Elwood. The average yard per play 7.8 to 3.5. Passing wise, 137 for Mohawk, 38 for the Wolverines. Rushing right now, 58 for Mohawk, 54 for Elwood. Penalties 2 each. 1 for Elwood, 2 for 10, and for Mohawk, 2 for 15. How about this one, folks? In a game that we thought maybe turnovers may play havoc in this one because of the field conditions and the rain and whatnot. No turnovers in that first half. How about that? Time of possession is pretty even, 9:55 to 10:42. First down, 7 to 5. Wolverines got their first down with like 3 or 4 minutes left in that first quarter. Or sorry, first half. Leading scorers or leading players for Mohawk, number 12, J.C. Voss. He's 5 for 12, 137, 2 touchdowns. Number 15, Mark Conti, 5 for 52, 1 touchdown. And then for the Wolverines, number 15, Declan Gray, 3 for 5, 38 yards. And number 9, Peyton O'Brien, 15 for 56. So there are your halftime stats there, folks, 19-0 Mohawk. Hey, how about some out-of-town scores here for you? Big one here for Newcastle and Aliquippa. Aliquippa up at halftime. Last time I saw, 49-0.
Wow.
The Quips rolling over Newcastle. Don't have an update yet on the Riverside Beaver Falls game. We'll try to get you one here before we kick off your second half. Laurel Neshannock turned the ball over with less than 37 seconds left at halftime. Laurel went and took it from the 37-yard line, took it in, got a touchdown. So 35-0 Laurel at halftime. And our other score, the big one. Team wins, they're in the playoffs. Whether it's the 4 or 5 seed doesn't really matter too much per se, but you win, you're in, and that is New Brighton and Freedom. That one is tied at halftime, 6-6. Hey, we got to give a shout out to Lawrence County Sports Network. They actually went and posted tonight on their Twitter account, Facebook account, that they're not only covering all 3 different the other 3 Lawrence County games. They also went and did a shout out for us covering this game.
That is very nice of them. So thank you, Mr. Dotson, over there, and they will be covering all of the playoffs games as we move forward. They're involved with Trib, and they'll do a nice job. Brad, I'm sorry I was late, but I just got to tell you. I am,
in awe?
Excited here. I got a picture.
Uh-oh.
A picture with the weather
with
girl.
Ashley Doherty?
Yes, I did.
No way.
She came
How about
over.
that?
I said we watch her every morning. My dad, he watches the news every morning. I watch Turner every morning, see what the weather's going to be. Told her I was a dairy farmer and we do this. She said, I love dairy farmers. She came and took a picture, man. I'm telling you what, this is a big moment. Big moment. I'm supposed to be watching my blood pressure here, and then I get this picture with her, and I'm like all excited. This is fantastic stuff. So
too good.
Too good. So I'm sorry I missed the stats.
You're good.
I wanted to look over them so I could know what we're talking about.
Yep.
So a few moments away here from kickoff. So we are, but nice night here at Mohawk. And Wolverines will be getting the ball to start off. The music is good here. I like it. So there's the kick, and into the end zone it goes for his 3rd touchback of the night. So Elwood Wilkins,
Josh Wilkins
with the doing the kickoff duties. So Elwood City will take the ball. Elwood City, a little momentum there in the at that last drive.
Yeah, like we were saying, looking at the stats, they had no first downs until that second quarter, and then all of a sudden they roll off 5.
Right.
How about that?
So hopefully they can carry that momentum over in here till to the second half. So the first play of the 3rd quarter. Now O'Brien in a quarterback on the keeper around that left side. Rolls and gets thrown forward for a couple yards.
Looks like it's going to be a pickup of at least 3 here.
Yep, forward momentum gets them maybe almost 4.
Yep.
So that's going to be a second down and second and 7 now from the 23-yard line.
I tell you what, I like the 50-50 ticket stuff on it. I like the scoreboard. The scoreboard's so cool.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Right? They got the 50-50 ticket up on the board and everything. How
There's
about that?
O'Brien again, going to try that left side once again. Sheds a tackler off in the
tacklers.
backfield, 2 tackles, but gets about back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Really no gain on that play.
No gain on that play, 3rd and 7.
Looking at that far side there. The one that's keep walking this way, it's 50-something. I want to say it's 55
Okay.
on the tackle. And that would have been Charlie Schillingberg.
Yep. So see Caden McClymon's there in the backfield, and O'Brien in the quarterback position. Rolls out to his right this time. Looking, got a man down there. Oh, it's intercepted at the 42 by Conti. He's up that right side, taken down there with authority by number 55, Maddox Singer, but not after the interception by Conti. And, about a 10-yard Conti. I did it again. I'm sorry. Jeez. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 Warriors at the 25-yard line. So setting up shop.
Short field for sure.
A short field. And O'Brien, he was on the run, and he had a receiver down there. Just could not really get his feet set to get the throw that I think he would have wanted to have gotten. So Voss in the shotgun. 3 wide outs to the left. Sidecar to his left. Conti in the backfield, I beg your pardon. Up that left side. Looking for a block. And met there by Mariacker and Gavin Partridge.
Conti brought down by Partridge.
So
Gain of about 4.
going to give him about 4 on that play.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Something this year, they usually wait till Monday, but this year it's tomorrow night they'll be just putting the seedings out.
We were actually talking to the commentator for the band, and he was telling me that. I didn't know it was. I thought it was always Monday at 7. They're going to do it tomorrow night. How about
I believe
that?
tomorrow night at 6.
Yep.
So Trib HSN will have all the coverage of that.
I'm glad they moved it. That gives you extra some time to prep.
Voss with the keeper. No,
Conti.
Conti again. I'm sorry. Not much room there.
Maybe gain of a yard.
Yep, and I think O'Brien, Mariacker could be in there to stop that. So going to bring up a 3rd and
Conti on that keeper.
short 5 for this 3rd down.
Yep, so 3rd down and 5 here, 4-ish from the 20. Man in motion.
Yep. Quick pass there by number 12.
That pass.
Yep, and that's going to be a nice settled in there. Was
number
pretty muddy jersey.
88.
88, I believe.
Want to say it was number 88.
Yep.
So
Jimmy Guerreri with that catch. Needed 5 yards. Got about 9 on that play. Going to bring up a 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. I guess technically they could get a 1st down, but that ball resting right inside the 11-yard line. So Conti, and that last pass was by Voss. Conti in the shotgun. He's going to keep it right to the left this side. Oh, just missed him, up the sidelines, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. I thought he was going to get caught in the backfield by Luciano Gagrick, but Conti with the 11-yard run for the touchdown, making the score 25-0. So 8:29 remaining. That drive set up by the interception. That was Conti with the interception too, right?
Yep.
He started it and he finished it.
You get your athletes out in space and let them do what they're going to do.
Muff snap there, and in there to hit quickly was Peyton O'Brien. The holder just did not get a good handle on the ball. Had the wherewithal to fall on it. O'Brien actually helped him down a little bit. So that makes the score 25-0. That extra point not good. So the 8:29 remaining, and Elwood City will be try their second possession here of the of this third quarter.
So second half here from New Brighton and Freedom is underway. Still 6-6 there, 10 minutes remaining in that third quarter. So we'll keep an eye on that one because that one's kind of primarily the biggest one on the evening, as the other ones are just kind of chuck change and seeding per se.
Right. Or finish playing out the season. But some other big games around.
Yeah.
In 2A, probably the
2A
darling would be Stowe Rocks and Sarah Catholic, two teams that are ranked quite high, not only in WPIL.
Steel Valley.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. If there's two teams that are going to beat out Laurel, it's going to be Stowe Rocks,
and I think
whoever wins that
pretty
game.
good games. They're going to be pretty good games, and I have a feeling when they do the seedings tomorrow night, it'll be set up.
Yeah.
That
Stowe Rocks will be 1, and whoever wins that one will be 2, and then I have a feeling Laurel will be the 3.
I'd still put Laurel at 3. Number 12-yard line is Gatto, weaving his way through, going to get up to about the 32-yard line. Return about 20 yards there for senior Gatto. Once again, this is Thad Sturgeon alongside producer and broadcast engineer Bradley Windhorst and Dakota Marshall on the camera duties again tonight. Appreciate all Dakota does.
Yeah, he's
not only football, but he's got volleyball.
And tonight, what he's doing tonight.
Yeah, he's outside. We were pretty tight for room, and Dakota manned up and said, I can stand outside and do that. And
got to give it credit where it's due.
So Ryder Grinnan is center. I failed to mention his name earlier. So there's Carter Lutz in the quarterback position. Takes a direct snap around that left side and picks up a couple yards there.
It's about like 2 yards.
Yep. Camucci with the tackle.
Carnucci, yep. Number 2, A.J. Carnucci.
Yep. Looks like I'm going to let senior Carter Lutz here do some of the quarterbacking. So ball at the 36-yard line, bringing up a 2nd down and 8. Carter trying that left side again, and not much of a hole there for Carter to run through. Forward progress, he'll gain a couple on the play, going to bring a 3rd down and about a 6.
To number 8, Luke Kuhn with the tackle for the Warriors.
Okay.
We've heard his name a couple times tonight.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be 3rd down, I want to say 6.
Yes.
From the 38, 39-yard line here.
So it is that 3rd and 6. Lutz in the shotgun. Goes back to pass, rolling around his right under some pressure. Going to try to get out there, and he is taken down by Kuhn for a big-time loss. Lutz just had nowhere to go or nowhere to try to find anybody open as he rolled around there to that right side. Ball back at the 28-yard line. 33.
Yep.
So loss of 6 on the play, going to bring up a 4th and 12. Punt formation for the Wolverines. Declan Gray out to punt. Good snap. They're bringing the house. Did Mohawk that time. Called for the fair catch there was Conti at the 43-yard line. So Mohawk will take over here. 1st and 10, 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Mohawk leading 25-0. Setting up shop here. Pretty good field position.
Looks like the 43-yard line officially.
43.
Freedom and New Brighton still tied 6-6, 7:48 third quarter.
That
is darn good game. Darn good for a 6-6 game.
Yep. Okay, looks like Voss in there. Which throws down the field. Got a man in stride. Number 11. He's at the 20. Taken down there by Partridge. Saving tackle there. Touchdown saving tackle there by Partridge. But not after about a 28-yard. He's all the way down to the 10-yard line. We're going to give him about 43-yard gain on that 47-yard gain. that was to number 11.
Sample.
Yep, Aiden Sample.
So that was like a 46-yard gain there.
Yep, 46 yards. Oof. And a nice throw there by Voss. He just got time to stand back there and hit him in stride.
At the same time, you got to give credit to
Partridge.
He didn't give up. He did get beat,
Yep.
but he made the tackle.
Yep, he made the tackle. Voss again. Got time. Slings it down there. Tried to get to Sample again, but through his hands. And ball goes incomplete. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Hey, we're going to have to start giving out some more shout-outs here all of a sudden. Trib is also getting in on the action, kind of retweeting us on
really?
Twitter. So got to give some credit to Trib as well.
Only took him 5 years, but hey, they did it.
I knew you were going to do something. I knew there was going to be a jab.
So there's a handoff. I think number 2.
So Carnucci, if it's 2.
I think. It kind of.
Yep, number 2,
Yep,
Carnucci.
Going to bring up a 3rd down. I mean, technically they can get a 1st down if you have to get inside the 1. So a 3rd and 5 from about the 6-yard line is Mohawk right now. So interesting to see what they dial up here. They've ran to the left with efficiency, but that is the short side of the field right now. So I'll wait to see what Voss. And I'd watch that tight end coming out on the left side. Yep, he throws it, and
that's a first.
Yeah, he doinked it.
You know what?
Off of the. I'm going to try to get Voss wants to go to him. Throws it out there, and not sure where he was going to. He maybe the wide receiver and him were not on the same page. Ball goes incomplete. That's a turnover on downs. That's going to be Elwood City's ball. Not very good field position, but the defense did get a stop there from them scoring.
I think it was 3rd down. So
I'm a down off?
Yeah, you're down off.
Oh, for crying out loud. Okay.
It hit the goalpost and you didn't realize it.
Yeah. Yep. So.
I think, maybe. No, it is 1st down. You're right.
Hey, there we go. Don't doubt me. So I thought, did I miss a play somewhere? Anyway, so we officially can say ball over on downs because Elwood City's lining up with Ryder grinning over. So 1st and 10, ball on the 6-yard line. Going to be a long field here for the Wolverines. O'Brien in the shotgun. He's going to run to that left side and hit in the backfield, but he keeps them legs a churning. Going to pick up a couple on that play. Not sure who got the tackle.
O'Brien takes it out to the 10-yard line.
So pickup of about 3 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. So the Wolverines looking to try to get some momentum here going. Got Mariarker far out to the right. He's a junior. Out to the left. And that is Carter Lutz. And he is hit immediately and thrown down by a host of Mohawk Warriors. I don't know if they're going to get any gain at all on that play.
Yeah, looks like no gain.
So going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Lutz, yes.
Lutz on that carry. No gain. 3rd and 7.
So it brings up now a 3rd and 7, 3:43 remaining here in this 3rd quarter. So as they come up to the line on this 3rd and 7, looks like Lutz back there. Yep, Lutz going to try running up the middle, and wow. One-arm tackle, Darren, brought down real quick.
Maybe a yard.
To pick up maybe a yard. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. Punting unit coming on for the Wolverines. So score here 25-0 with just about 3 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. So he'll be punting from the 11-yard line. Will O'Brien, or
Declan Gray.
Declan Gray.
Good
Nice
kick,
high
but returnable.
kick. Returnable. They're taking it to 40-yard line. Gets a block out that left side. Up that side. That was an illegal block in the back. I saw it. I think this is coming back. He's down into the end zone. Was number 2, Carnucci, but got a flag on the play all the way back at the 35-yard line. And I think Hobel was coming down there, and he got clipped on the backside. So those points will come off the board. So,
block in the back.
Block in the back.
Spot foul, probably
marked.
right about the 35-ish.
Yep. Wow. No.
This is good. This is good.
Yes. Yeah, they're breaking out the Johnny Cash here at the stadium. So that's rather impressive. Who's in charge of this music? Oh, he is. Nice job. Nice job. 45-yard line, 1st and 10 after the penalty. So that's nice. I'll be singing that song all night. So
keeper
on the keeper around that right side. It was
24?
number 24, I believe. He zigs and zags. He's on his way. One man to beat and taken down at the 15-yard line by Gatto. That was number 24, Justin Boston. 1st and 10. He picked up, I missed that, Brad, about 25 yards on that play.
More than that. Down to the 14.
14-yard
line.
30 yards.
Yeah, 30-plus yards.
So a nice run there by Boston.
I think we're going to officially say 32 yards.
32 yards. He's carried 19 times this season for a 10-yard average. So there's a handoff. I think it's the end of Boston. Down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
Again inside the 5, 1st and goal.
He's just a 10th grader, standing there at 5'10", 155 pounds. So all the way down to the 4-yard line. That's going to be 1st and goal. Minute 30 remaining here. For Mohawk, threatening to score once again. So Boston in the shotgun. Gets the snap, going to throw it this time, throws it up, and a ball falls incomplete. And actually, there was 2 Mohawk Warriors there, and they collided and were not able to make the catch. Therefore, ball falling incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
This is where I like to see the fullback handoff. Get the big boy. Get the big boy in there. Give a little handoff. Give him a little reward.
Why not?
Or you know what? I've always liked this when they make tight ends the linemen.
Well, see,
I love when they put the
let them
linemen
come
there.
out. Yeah,
I love it.
Yep, I do too. And I don't know why we don't see that more in
at least high school.
High school. So Boston waits the snap, gets it, hands it off there. Up the middle he goes. A nice tackle to save a touchdown there. Was Luciano Gagrick.
Number 2
on
the carry.
Oh,
that was
Carnucci.
Carnucci.
Carnucci stopped by Gagrick.
Yep. And
So
then
bring
Luciano
up a 3rd
Gagrick.
and goal from the 2-yard line. So waning seconds here of this 3rd quarter. So Boston hands off there to number 2. And into the end zone he goes for the Mohawk Warrior touchdown. 2-yard run by A.J. Carnucci, making the score about 31-0. Extra point forthcoming. So Mohawk had a really good first half, and they're coming out here in the second half and just flexing their muscles. They've had short fields, Brad.
Yep.
And that's made it kind of nice for them to go down.
And I know I harped on it like crazy. They've kind of gotten away a little bit from the pass, a little bit to the running game, and hey, it's working now up
and
the middle,
you're also
outside.
seeing more misdirection. You know,
Yes.
one time up the middle,
Yep.
one time on the outside. So
they got something working, that's for sure.
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Be interesting who they get lined up against to play next week.
And that will be, like you said, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Going for 2 this time. Boston around that right side. Makes a man miss.
Got
he
it.
gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So Boston gets the 2 points, making the score 33-0. We're going to take a quick timeout.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Mohawk Stadium. Kicking off will be number 42, Josh Wilkins for the Warriors, who took the ball and had a really good drive, finished it off with that 2-yard run by, oh, my goodness.
Boston.
Boston, that's what it was.
Sorry, folks, I'm enjoying a donut here, supplied to us here. Taken
About the
by
8.
Pierce at the 8-yard line. Up the middle he
got a little
goes. He's got a
seam.
little bit of seam. Nice return there for freshman Dante Pierce out to the 40-yard line. That's a 32-yard kickoff return for freshman Dante Pierce. And I know I point out these freshmen, Brad. We're in the midst of a 25-game losing streak. We don't bring it up all the time, but it is what it is. But, you know, there's some seniors on this team, but we're seeing some really nice contribution from the underclassmen.
Yep.
This year, and I think this is just great playing time for them to nothing but gain experience as they move into next year. Seeing Gavin Partridge, Maddox Singers out there. I mentioned Dante Pierce, a lot of freshmen. Luciano Gaggart getting playing time. So Gray fires,
Good pass.
hands there to Gatto.
Oh, he turned and dropped
He
it.
was looking upfield and dropped the ball. Ball falls incomplete. 16 seconds left here in this third quarter. I thought we'd run into Principal Kurt Lape here tonight, but I've yet to run into him. So see him a lot of the principal at Elwood City, and bounce into him in the Mohawk School District for his family. He lives there. Daughters go there into this school. So Gray slings it out there and incomplete once again. So going to bring up a 3rd down and 10.
One thing I've seen with his arm that I haven't seen with any of the quarterbacks we've had in the past couple of years, he's throwing a little bit sidearm there.
Little
that
bit.
one there, he's got a little bit of a sidearm hitch there.
A little bit to it.
I'm pumped to see that one down the road for sure.
I am too.
There's some really good skilled athletes there. When they mature, get some playing time.
Ninth grade, they're still growing.
Yep.
And some are pretty big now, so you get on that, and they'll be sure to be in a weight room here. Gray back again. He looks downfield, surveys, going deep. Got a man down there, and into coverage, and the ball falls incomplete. That's going to be 4th down and 10 with 7 seconds left to go here in this Boston downfield on the defensive side to break that ball up. So ball at the 40. 7 seconds remaining. Almost got to feel like you're listening to the Atlanta Braves World Series here when the Mohawk Warrior Band gets the what do they call it? The Warrior chant.
The chop.
The
chant.
chop.
Yeah.
So
what a reference.
see that?
I did not expect that kind of reference tonight. Holy smokes.
There we go.
How old are you again? We'll leave that to the fourth quarter.
I mean, there's a catch by Gatto, but I'm afraid he's going to be short on that 4th and 10. He needed 10 and got 9. That's going to be Ball over on down. So, how old am I? You weren't even old enough to remember when the Pirates and Braves played each other back in '91.
I was born in '91.
Okay, so you didn't know when were you born? Newcastle, huh? 95. Jeez, oh man, I'm dealing with a bunch of kids in here. Of course, I know what the Warrior Chop is.
I remember Doc Ellis, though.
You remember? Yeah, I was born when Doc Ellis was pitching. So now we got Sweet Caroline. This is just great.
Hey, folks, if you want to catch this live stream as well as our others all year long, including all the way back to 2016, check us out on www.ecwolverines.com as well as our YouTube page. Type in Elwood City Wolverines. You can catch all those live streams all the way back. I have to give credit here to my mom. I know she's listening to this game right now. The first year, 2016, she was actually the cameraman.
Was she
Or the
really?
camerawoman. Yeah.
Camerawoman.
Yeah, she helped out. I remember our first game, Central
Yeah,
Valley.
that's right. That's right.
I had to connect
She
to Wi-Fi
did.
there. Yeah. It was pretty good. But,
So-
so.
But we are at the end of the third quarter, so that's why we're kind of waiting here.
Yeah.
Got a little time
Hey,
in between.
while we
So
have
they
some
do.
time,
They got the Sweet Caroline.
you got cross country.
Yep.
We talked about that. Joel Brooks and Colton Kreiser both qualified. The team finished 6th. We won't talk about it at all, but there was some private schools in between there that beat them out.
It's playoff time.
But Joel Brooks and Colton Kreiser next Saturday, they'll be going on. That will be our last event, basically, for fall sports. The volleyball team finished their season, unfortunately, with a loss at Avonworth. But, hey, another good run to the playoffs.
A good run.
11-7. So in 2 years, 11-7, 17-1. You combine that, you're 28-8 in 2 years.
Right.
That's pretty darn good. So, hey,
And
we're
the thing
close
is,
to winter sports.
When you think about the volleyball team, they beat all non-conference games.
Yeah.
They're other than the playoff. Well, not other than the playoff game.
Yep.
They just could not get through the conference.
Right.
Pretty tough Laurel team and the Shannock and Shenango as well. And Shenango won.
Yeah.
They're moving on.
Yeah,
Laurel
all
won,
3
moved
won.
on.
Yep.
So we like it when our conference does well.
Yeah.
They're running around the left side. I believe that is Boston. And hit there. It was going to be a face mask. We'll wait and see. But Boston on the carry. He picks up about 4. Let's wait and see what the penalty is.
Picks up 4 as a flag in play.
Yeah, it should be a face mask here.
Oh,
Oh, no,
no,
they're going to say chop block.
Chop
Where'd
block.
that come from?
Okay.
So block below the waist. And that rule has changed over the past couple years. You can't, when you're engaged as a blocker, you cannot chop block the person at the same time. You can only have one person at a time.
Right.
So-
And I think that may be what happened there as they were trying
Yeah.
to sweep around the left. So 10-yard penalty. Going to take it back to the 41-yard line. So I'm going to bring up a first.
Yeah, it's a
and-
it's an actual
15.
15.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's an actual 15.
So brings up a first and a bunch for Mohawk. They're now at the 41-yard line. Boston.
Nope, keeper.
They on the keeper. Oh, taken
Good
down
tackle.
in the backfield for the sack. I'm thinking that's Peyton O'Brien. Or is that Luch? Yep, Peyton O'Brien
Yep, Peyton O'Brien.
in there. Loss on the play
Couple, about 6 or so.
of about
here.
6.
Yeah,
And,
about 6.
Nice pursuit there by the defense on that play. And I think at the score of 33-0, we're seeing a lot of clean jerseys coming in
Yeah.
out there for Mohawk. So good for them.
Yep.
Here in the fourth quarter, 11 minutes remaining. So Boston with the handoff. And he's tackled for a loss, the handoff. The ball carrier, I didn't catch who that was.
Number
22,
22. Yep, number 22.
Gino Perry. Loss on the play.
Hey, that rhymes like a 9. Because we got so much time. He said Perry on the carry. How
There
about
we
that?
go.
Sometimes when,
One of
it's
the-
33-0, you find some
Yeah,
quirks
I know,
like
but
that.
I'm gonna throw it way back to you.
Oh, boy.
When you
boy.
weren't even born yet, back in probably 87, 88, we had a really good running back named Nick Perry.
Yes.
And Nick Perry on the carry. We heard that all night.
I do remember Nick
On the
Perry.
carry.
Listen, I got something I got to show you after this play, or
Okay.
talk about.
Okay.
Hey, maybe we can talk about it now.
It's 3rd and 30. See what Mohawk has dialed up here in the playbook for this. Handoff there to Perry. and gobbled up in the backfield. I think Mariocker was in there, and senior Anthony Baird getting off the bottom of the pile. So going to bring a 4th and a bunch. Yeah, it'll be 4th and 32. Punt formation now 4. I'm trying to get the right personnel on the field. Right now they're short a few people. And it waits the snap. Play clock's going to be down. And it's 33-0. The rest like I want to go home. Ball kicked there and picked there at the 40. So, yep, Elwood City will start from their own 45-yard line.
Okay, so this is what I want to talk about. I have to look it up exactly. I think it's called Roto World or something like that. There's a group on YouTube that takes old film and commentates it today and redoes the entire film. And you and I are going to sit down. You do have to pay. They broadcast it on YouTube, but you have to go to the link to pay for it or rent it or buy it. Of old classic
really?
stuff.
That would be fun.
And sure enough, you wanted to talk about Nick Perry. I mean, Timmerman, Perry.
Oh,
we're talking 1990s. I mean, there's some old school stuff, and we're gonna have to sit down because there's some. It's all out there.
It'd be great to dig up that. Was that 87?
Yeah, 86 and 87
86,
years.
87.
And I know in our huddle group there, they also have the games in there. They have like the Stowe Rocks, and we played them. And
there was a game back at those playoffs that we won 2-0.
Yep,
it was the coldest. I mean, you didn't even punt because you could not punt into the wind. You could. I remember that could not punt. Some of the guys that are old, like you young kids refer to as old, like 50. Like, wow, that's really old. All these people at home.
Aren't you like 2 years away from that?
Yeah, I am. That's what I mean. I don't think that's old. But anyway, some great history there back in the football.
Well, talking about 2-0 scores, that was at Quaker Valley and Aliquippa back in the day.
Yep.
A couple years
that was
back.
a state championship game.
Yeah, that was a crazy one.
Quaker Valley hasn't done anything since. But you see that. You get these schools that they
get
come
that
together.
One family.
Okay, here we go. O'Brien gobbled up there at the line of scrimmage and taken down by about 3 Mohawk Warriors. And, no gain on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for Elwood City. And not meaning to take a trip down memory lane, but it is 33-0. and that's what I think is one of the great things. I mean, yes, this season here, 0-9, but we do have memories to take from it. And I'm sure an emotional night for these senior players, knowing this is their final time. There's Declan Gray. He fakes it going down deep, and he got his man there. Dragon is pulled down at about the 15-yard line. That senior, talk about making memories, Peyton O'Brien. Oh, big-time catch there by O'Brien. A nice pass.
That'd be about 40-some yards.
Yep. There it is. I wanted it. I wanted a 30-yard pass, and we got it. That's like 2 or 3 this season. This is historic. Here we are talking about history.
Right.
But a nice catch there by O'Brien, although he takes the ball down to the 15-yard line. So, yep, that was a 40-yard pass play.
Listen, you want to talk about some more history here? Sam Tuolis just texted me. 1985 team went to the playoffs for the first time, 42 years. 7th season coach for Mr. Rankin.
Yep.
How about that?
Mr. Rankin. His influence, Coach Rankin, was really influenced a lot of people in the WPIAL. There's O'Brien with the keeper around the right side.
Comes back this side.
He's into the end zone.
Hey, how about that?
For the touchdown. Peyton O'Brien with the 15-yard run. He kind of squirmed out of there. And 7:33 remaining. Elwood City gets on the board, making the score 33-6. So, nice run there. Nice run there for Peyton O'Brien. extra point forthcoming. And
We had some history last week.
Yep. Our freshman kicker, Caitlin Kreitzer, on to attempt the extra point. Gets the shake. There we go. Waits the snap. Holder is Declan Gray. Good snap. That kick is.
Ooh, it's good. It's good.
It's good.
There you go.
Caitlin Kreitzer with her extra point.
That's point number 2.
That is. She had some kicks in a JV game there a couple weeks ago and comes in there.
And she's not a senior.
No, she's a freshman.
There
Another
you go.
freshman.
So you're going to see her a couple years.
Couple years.
All
You
right.
will also see Caitlin on the volleyball court.
Yep.
And you will see Caitlin in a few weeks here on the basketball court.
How about
for
that?
Coach Noble there. So
Also want to do shout out to the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. One thing that we always strive, one thing that, I'm not trying to knock any other people broadcasting. The one thing that always puts us, I don't want to say top the edge, but
Right.
puts us in
Yeah,
our
we
own
do.
category.
Yes, that's what we
We
do.
always like showing both bands.
Yep.
A lot of times they go to commercials or they'll talk during the halftime with stats, whatnot. But we always love
Yep.
and love.
We love to.
And I tell you what, and you want to talk about old school. This is going to go back to my mom. If my mom's listening, she would say the same thing. Back in the day, in the early 70s and 80s, they always showed the halftime bands.
Mm-hmm.
They would always show the halftime events, and there was no such thing as a central halftime location that they talked about their scores and whatnot. So,
Yes.
but so shout out to Mr. Caldwell and the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band, another group that we always like to celebrate.
So here's the kickoff, and it's going to be done by, I believe, Declan Gray.
Yep.
Is fulfilling those duties tonight. And the kick, Squibdick tried the onside kick and followed on there at the 50-yard line. Heads up play there. That is number 20, A.J. Verdi. So a nice heads up play there by Verdi, recovering that squib kick. So 1st and 10, 7:32 remaining. Mohawks ball. So Mohawk coming out here, and looks like Boston is staying in there at quarterback. Gino Perry's his sidecar. Quick pass out there, and hit there quickly, but rolled his way forward. Senior Stifler was in there to help bring him down, as well as Gavin Partridge.
Pass to Sample.
Sample was with that reception.
Yep, number 11, Aiden Sample.
Second and 4.
So going to bring up a second down. I'll call it 5. Boston in the shotgun. 3 wideouts to the right this time, 1 to the left. There's a handoff
To Perry.
to Perry. Oh, hit hard. Ouch.
Tackle Brian, I want to say.
Ouch.
Yep.
O'Brien was in there, and I think Mariocker had that initial hit. Hit hard was Sample. Bounced up. Good to see that. Did you see that Thursday night game on that kickoff? When 2 guys get hit. How's that guy doing? I guess I haven't heard.
I haven't checked in since then, but wow.
From, was it Green Bay? Man, that head just, I mean, that was 2 guys moving fast, 2 trains on the same track, and you knew as soon as he got hit, he was not going to bounce up. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Boston in the shotgun.
3rd and 2.
Gets the snap. Gets some pressure going down the field.
He's got a cannon.
Doggone it. Got a flag on the play. And we sometimes say this, Brad, in high school sports, you sometimes will take that penalty because it's 15 yards, as it was if the kid would have caught it at the 20-yard line, he'd still be running. Pass interference, yes, it was, to Elwood City. That's going to be 15 yards and an automatic first down. So 15 yards.
Should be at 27-ish. 15 yards. If I do my math, 42
Yep,
minus
you're
15.
the statistician.
I tried.
Well, you teach it, so you need to know something about it.
There's a couple of these games that we've had where it has been really hard as a statistician.
But okay, Boston in the shotgun again. 6 minutes remaining here. There's a handoff and slip it and slide, and that is like the wettest spot on the field around that 30-yard line for Perry. Not much gain. I think there's actually about a 5-yard loss on the play. So we're going to bring up a 2nd and 15. So ball is at the 32-yard line on this 2nd down. 5:35 on a rolling clock. The wind looks like it's picked up here a little bit, looking at the flag. Waits the snap. Yep, there was movement on that far side. I think this is a, false start. The wide receiver got a little antsy on that play. So ball is now back to the 38-yard line.
Update here for the Freedom New Brighton game. Still 13-6 New Brighton. They just started the 4th quarter.
Okay.
So New Brighton with the lead, 13-6 still.
Waits the snap. It's Boston. Going to go deep. Going to be trying to come back for the ball was the receiver, but thrown a little bit short. So I think it was intended for number 10, Junior Micko, but I'm not sure on that.
No, number 11.
Number 11?
Aiden Sample.
Okay, Sample again. Get involved in the offense here in this 4th quarter. So
Mercy rule in effect for the Aliquippa Quips, 56-6 3rd quarter.
wow. Wow. And what, Aliquippa's moving up again? Is that what they're talking about? Haven't done. I mean, you see some of these WPIL websites or Facebooks. It's predominantly Aliquippa people voicing their opinion. So you sometimes I get a little skewed on what they're exactly saying if you don't follow it super close. Boston back to pass. He's rolling out to his left. He holds on to the ball. He's got a lot of grass in front of him. Down the field he goes.
There is
He's
a
at
flag.
10, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
I think this one's
37-yard run, but I think we'll wait to see what the flag is. I think that's coming back. That's 2 times tonight that we've seen Mohawk score and come up a little bit short.
Yeah, I want to say it's going to be a hold.
Yeah, the flag's all the way back at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and there's the little walk it back, folks.
Oh, another chop block. Wow, we've done 8 games this year and didn't see one of them, and now we've seen 2 here tonight.
Right? That's a big one because that's 15.
Yep.
And the spot.
All the way back to the...
It's probably going to be about the 40-yard line or so.
Yeah, the flag was sitting at the 45.
Wow. Yep, 45. So they're going to say the 45.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And, wow.
39?
I think he has 37 on the board.
It's up there.
No, it's ball's on a 37. Yeah, it's a long way. Wow. Yeah, you're about 39 yards. So 3rd and 39 with 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here. Boston in the shotgun. Back to pass. Surveys. Got some pressure. Going to try to run.
Hobel.
Hobel there misses the tackle, but spun down. Senior Peyton O'Brien not letting him go any further. Does not quite get to midfield. That's going to bring up a 4th and about 30 couple for the Mohawk. Their punt team is coming out onto the field.
Just as I said that, it is now 63-6.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Aliquippa not holding back.
No, and I
We've
don't
had
blame
nothing
them.
from Beaver Falls tonight in Riverside?
No, I have still not gotten a score. If anybody knows that score, Beaver Falls and Riverside, I don't think anybody's broadcasting that one. That's probably why.
Once again, don't forget 107.3. Thank you for joining and patching into us all year for our games. Did we talk to them about basketball? They might want to do that too.
Right.
There's a kick to Gatto, and he's just going to let it roll, and it's going to stop there at about the 5-yard line. So 46-yard punt that time for Mohawk. Elwood City with the long field. 3 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the contest.
How much time is left in the fourth?
Yeah, I want to say that update was 13-6 New Brighton. Let's see here. They're saying 9:55 left in the fourth.
So Elwood City now on offense with 3:41 remaining. So there's Carter Lutz with this direct snap. He goes around there, makes the first man miss, drives his way forward, pushes his way, and the pile goes. That's going to be enough for an Elwood City first down. 1st and 10, Elwood City. That number 22 on the tackle is Perry. So at the 22-yard line, tackled by 22. Deuces are wild. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Wolverines. So Carter Lutz gets the snap, following the senior line. There he goes, Carter up that right side. A nice run there up to the 41-yard line. Pickup of about 19 for senior Carter Lutz to the 41-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Wolverines, 1st and 10. I like that time. You know, they have senior Caden McClymonds in the backfield, and Carter just followed his lead block, and up the field Carter was able to go.
Okay, check that. They apparently they didn't put it up on the score. It is New Brighton 13-8. This entire time it was 13-6. They just now put the 2-point conversion up on the board. It's been 13-6 this entire time.
Unless they got a safety.
Unless it was a safety. Yeah, you're right. I never thought about that.
So that's why I'm here. Carter Lutz is hitting the backfield, makes the man miss. Flies back to the left. Carter up to the 40, still on his feet to the 35, and taken down there. But a nice run back-to-back here for Carter Lutz. Goes from the 42 to the 35. That's a 23-yard gain for senior Carter Lutz. Little misdirection that time by Carter. Couldn't find a hole. Squeezed his way out there to the left. Down to the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10, Elwood City, 1:47 remaining. So on rolling clock, minute 30. Carter Lutz in that shotgun once again. This time going to run to that right side. A little patiently finds a hole, weaves his way up there for another 8 yards. And I think we're going to have some whistles blowing.
Mohawk timeout. We'd like to recognize
Mohawk gets a timeout.
senior football players as they play their last game on their home field of Mohawk.
So
Number 2,
having a nice tribute right now for the senior players. Senior players on the football team, announcing them over the PA system. A nice classy move by the athletic director and staff here at Mohawk.
Number 11, Hayden Sample.
I think that's why that timeout was done.
Yes.
Yeah, it was classy move there by the coaching staff.
15, Mark Conti. Number 28, Matthew Myers. Number 55,
Really?
Charlie Schillenberg. Number 70, Ben Ruby. Number 77.
So stick around here after the game, folks. We'll have all the halftime stats.
Odin Leslie.
Or no, end of the game stats.
Final
I'm
stats,
sorry,
yeah.
final stats.
Final stats at the end of the season.
Final stats,
Yeah,
end
how
of the
about
season.
that?
And then, Brad, you're going to have on our EC Wolverines page
Yes.
all the final stats for everybody.
Yep.
Be sure to check that out in the next couple days.
And
I
the
know
next
you've
the
got a
next
lot
fun
of
thing
work.
about fall sports is taking those and now comparing them to previous seasons.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Carter Lutz rolling around that right side. Not much running room that time, but he did get enough for the first down. So a new set of downs for the Wolverines.
Down to about the 24.
Lutz again on that carry.
So Lutz with the carry.
And Wolverines with the Warriors 24-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The clock stopped now. A timeout by Elwood City.
Timeout, Elwood.
So we will take this moment and talk about our seniors in their final game. Zaid Ansari. Of course, there's Anthony Baird. Anthony was a 3-year letterman. Big Ben Bobbert. I've called him Big Ben for quite a while. Great kid. He had 4 years here, played all 4 years in his high school career. Zach Gatto, senior, and he'll have 4-year letterman. Damian McCandless, he's also will be a 4-year letterman after this year. Caden McClymans, number 7. He's have lettered all 4 years as well. Carter Lutz, number 10. Not a real big guy, but a big heart. Plays the game with a lot of pride. Peyton O'Brien, number 9. Donovan Stifler, and Ashton Wilson. Ashton, unfortunately, had some shoulder issues early in the season. He did not see any playing time, and we missed him. There's a handoff to Carter Lutz around that left side, keeping them legs churning. He gets down to about the 15-yard line. Full head of steam ahead was Carter. And I think we're going to have another timeout here by Elwood City.
Lutz brought down by Lucas Kreis.
Kreis with the takedown there. So as we're winding up here on this timeout, once again, just a huge thank you to our listeners and viewers. We sometimes get amazed. We see how many YouTube visits we get. For example, the Riverside Elwood game, we had just I think around 2,400 views. Last week, senior night, would expect a lot of views there. We probably ended up about 1,200, Brad.
Oh, more than that. We're up over. I think we're up to 17.
1,700. Hey,
Yep.
Good luck to you, buddy. And the 1,700, and we just thank the viewers so much, and all the nice comments we get from people. And we don't pretend to be professionals. We just like to talk about high school sports. So coming out of this timeout, 33-7 is your score, 45 seconds remaining. And Carter Lutz in the back in shotgun. Caden McClymans to his right. There's a handoff to Carter. To the right side he goes. This time, nice ankle tackle there by number 22, Gino Perry, for a loss. And give me another timeout here
Carry on that tackle.
for the Wolverines, and I believe that is their final timeout.
Timeout.
Yep. So that's their third and final time.
Third and final timeout with 34 seconds remaining here. Coming back, it'll be a third and a couple for the Wolverines. Don't forget, folks, we did mention about the December 2nd. Keep that calendar, take that date marked on your calendar, and just plan on being at the big gym at the high school, Lincoln High School.
Yep.
For
$3.
winter sports.
$3 for adults, $1 for students.
Yep.
And I'm gonna coin it. They may not like it, but I'm gonna coin it the Wolverine Madness.
Okay.
They always call it March Madness. They always call
Well,
it the kickoff madness or something
Yep,
like that.
and don't they do that like at midnight at colleges?
Yes,
We don't
yes,
need
yep.
to do that.
No,
but,
6
6
o'clock will
o'clock
work.
sounds nice. So
Don't Antoine was listening. Don't give him ideas.
third and 1. Carter Lutz around that right side. Tries to cut in there. And, yes, he's carried the brunt of these here in this fourth quarter. He gets enough for the first down, picked up about 5 on the play inside the 10, down to about, their ball is about the 9-yard line. 17 seconds remaining. Carter Lutz going to try the middle this time and meets resistance there with 10 seconds remaining.
Lutz down to about the 6-yard line.
And I think that is going to be the final play of this game, with the Mohawk Warriors winning the contest 33-7.
Mohawk 33, Elwood 7.
Hard-fought game here tonight, and Mohawk found their way to win the game 33-7. That concludes the season for the Wolverines. They finish at 0-8, Brad?
Yep.
So just hang tight here, folks. We'll get you some halftime stats
Final
and
stats.
some final. Why do I keep doing that?
I don't know. Hey, guess
final
what?
stats.
There's no more games to do that on this year.
Right. Final stats. And, this is the final. So let Brad get some of those taken care
So
of.
we'll take a short little break, and we'll get you some stats from this one and an out-of-town scores, and we'll wrap it up. All right, folks, welcome back to Mohawk Stadium. Final score here, Mohawk 37, Elwood City 33-7, sorry. Final score here from Mohawk Stadium. The Wolverines do finish 0-8, 0-7 on the year. Mohawk will improve to 5-5, 4-3, and earn themselves a playoff berth. It comes down to the one game that we'll talk about here shortly, depending on if they get the 4 or 5 seed. So let's get some final stats here. Total yardage in favor of Mohawk, 317 to 246. Wolverines got, a good chunk, about 190-some yards in that second half there. Passing-wise, Mohawk 198, Elwood City 87. Rushing-wise, 119 for Mohawk, 159 for Elwood. So if there's one bright side,
rushing night.
Yeah, that was the biggest rushing night all season. Penalties, 3 for 25 for Elwood, 6 for 60 for Mohawk. Turnovers, we did have one turnover indirectly at the end there for the Wolverines, so 1-0. Turnovers were not plagued in here. It wasn't a big issue, which surprises me a little bit with the field condition-wise, but hey, it worked out. First downs, 14-12 in favor of Mohawk. Leading player for Mohawk was number 12, J.C. Voss, 7 for 18, 192, 2 touchdown passes, and number 15, Mark Conti, 8 for 68 and 2 touchdowns rushing for your total of those 28 of the 33 points. And then for the Wolverines, number 15, Declan Gray, was 5 for 11, 87 yards. And number 10, Carter Lutz, coming in there in the late, 14 for 83 yards. One of our biggest rushing nights for sure all season.
Right.
So.
Yep, by far.
All right, folks, here's some final scores here. Final score from Aliquippa. Newcastle travels down and gets a whooping. 63-6, and that was a running clock in the third quarter, 63-6. So that score could have been definitely one more sided. Laurel. Definitely breaking records tonight. I don't know anything about streaks from way past 2011, but for sure Laurel's probably breaking a record there. They beat Neshannock 35-6 easily. So Laurel will improve to an undefeated record of 10-0 on the year. They're going to probably get that 3 seed, as the number 2 seed was probably decided tonight. Steel Valley and Sarah Catholic. Steel Valley does defeat Sarah Catholic 28-7. The running back there, that Boyd kid for Steel Valley, definitely is a big X factor, and I wouldn't doubt you'll see Steel Valley with the number 2 seed. Stowe Rock's the number 1, and then your Laurel Spartans there with the number 3 seed. And finally, the game that you need to check out. This is live on Trib. Definitely check it out. Listen to it, 92.1. I wouldn't doubt that's the game that they're listening to. 13-8, New Brighton with the lead. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's probably down to 2 minutes. Definitely check it out, because the winner goes on to playoffs. And depending on who wins, Mohawk will either be the 4 or 5 seed.
Right,
so
correct.
There you go.
From our conference.
Yep.
So.
All right. So Thad, take us on out.
Well, thank you, Brad. Brad, thank you for everything that you do all year. And certainly a shout out to Dakota Marshall, our cameraman, and Brad Wenhorst, myself, Thad Sturgeon. Signing off here tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. I close every game. People sometimes ask, why do we do it? And quite simply, it's for the love of the game, the players that play it, the coaches that coach it, and the fans that love it. That is why we do it. It's an absolutely honor to have this position. I feel very lucky to do that, and we just thank everyone so much for listening. Going to be shutting down here for a little bit. We'll have check out EC Wolverines. We'll have playoff information there. We'll cover the playoffs there. Brad's Twitter account, our Facebook page, and start to clock down.
We're off about 4.5 weeks.
4.5 weeks, but the players aren't. I know they're starting to work for those winter sports. So thank you again, folks. Have a good night.